Lotus Temple. And let me pull it down just a little. There we go. All right. Okay, I'm back. All right, so every month we do a weekly or a monthly update. Quinn has his monthly energy update, and so we share it with everyone. So here we go. So I'm Erin.
I'm Quinn.
And let's drag this camera over a little bit and say hi.
Hello.
All right. So Quinn has decided that he wants the human spirit oracle. He felt very aligned and drawn to that. The wisdom of the trees, as well as there are no consequences.
There are no coincidences.
Or no coincidence. Well, that makes way more sense than there are no consequences.
Yeah.
All right, so one thing that I love, doesn't normally happen within a reading, is Quinn helps me open the boxes and get prepared for the reading, which is so lovely. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into that. And because there's two of us, it won't take as long. Just flip it.
Yeah.
That's right. Alrighty, so as moment to moment we breathe this same air together, we have to always remember that we are divine here having a human experience, and oneness really does allude to the fact that we are all one. So when you think about being kind to someone else and you think about the whole connection and the interconnection of oneness, you really have to assume that means that you might not consciously be aware of it, but that's you as well. So let's be open-minded as we always are with these readings, and just thank the divine in advance for the guidance, the support, and the clarity, because one thing that the divine does is give us what we need in the moment, and we don't always fully understand it, right? And it takes a little time and experience to be like, oh, I see. So that's how we move forward. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hi, welcome into Lotus Flower. Yes.
Hey, so who's the Reiki master?
I am. I'm Erin, and then also Quinn is as well. Yeah. So what's your name?
Jane.
Jane, nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you. I already
Welcome.
forget yours.
Erin.
Erin. Okay, and
Quinn.
Yes, and who are you? Carter, nice to meet you. Welcome, y'all.
Oh, you're doing a card reading?
We totally are. It's our monthly, so Quinn gets a reading every month.
Okay.
And we share it as an energy update for the month with
Oh.
everyone. So you're welcome to sit and watch and resonate with what resonates with you.
Alrighty.
All right, make yourself at home. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so here we go. This deck feels so extra, like there's an extra power feel to it, but there's also this calm, gentle feeling. It's so powerful that it doesn't even have to like rush. It's just like, that's it. That's in. This is the memories, right? Okay, so we just talked about experience, right? We're divine beings here having a human experience. So these memories, when we have a moment, when we're really in the moment, we've really collected a lot of data. We're like, oh, that's my favorite moment. I can remember the way the person smells, or the smell of the air, and the sound of the ocean crashing, and the sunshine on my skin. You've collected a lot of data about this moment, and you're able to jump back into it almost like a time travel almost, right? It's like your memory. There's power there, but if you think about what creates that power, that attunement with all those senses in that moment. And the fact that you were consciously aware of what they were and that you can put them all together and tap back into that. That is powerful. You can literally launch yourself right back into that moment, that memory. That's big. But so what's the difference between a memory that you can't really that powerfully control or get back to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you didn't maybe is it about appreciation? Maybe you didn't fully really take it in. Maybe you didn't smell the roses on that day. Maybe you only took in the pleasure of your body, but you didn't take in account for, certain, you have to, it brings that question in, right? Like, what is that missing ingredient that locks something in so tight that I can go back like a time machine versus one that I'm just like not that connected to, but it was still a great day.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't sit in creative visualization and transport myself back. Thank you so much. And if y'all, well, I sure hope so. And I hope if you don't come back today, which I hope you will, every Sunday at 2:30 we teach breathwork, meditation, and mindfulness principles. So super supportive, and it's very free to the community. We share it with love and just hope for being that support that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Thank you, Erin.
Yes, and Quinn.
2:30.
Yes. Yes, and so Quinn and I are like 2 in 1. So we share the same vision. We are definitely doing our duty here to support other people that are coming back around to I am important and I'm meant to live and be who I am. A lot of people prescribe to what other people think about you and less about being you.
Yeah.
So we do help people in that, and so we've been putting in a lot of effort and support with not a lot of people, but the power and the energy and the change that we have with the people we work with is huge.
Nice.
Yes, but I deal with a lot of we'll say outreach. I travel a lot, and I do a lot of the online things that we do.
Oh.
And Quinn is the home face here.
Oh.
And so, but we are a team, very much so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very much so. So, yeah, so you are just as much at home with he or I.
Right. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Jill.
meet you.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
Yes, we will see you very soon. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
So, yes, those memories. Learning what locks one in over the other one to tap into that happy place, right? And if you really break it down, there's some times where you've had a great time, right? And just as good as another time. But you're able to tap back into another memory a little bit more. Those senses, when you, I feel the earth under my feet, and I can smell this. I can touch and sense. When you become consciously aware of all those senses within one moment, that really locks that into something that you can then connect back with. Does that make sense?
Right.
So, what does that teach us? Why is that important?
Mm-hmm. It's
That
important
lesson.
to be present
That's
in the moment.
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And when you can realize that not just that lesson is there in plain sight, because it's been there all along. We see it in a lot of things. Oh man, I was there. What? I didn't see that. I was right there. I missed that. Right? A friend's telling you about something that happened. You're like, I was there. I didn't even see that. It's just showing you when you can get in alignment with the things that are happening, are just showing you not to be like, oh, you messed up again, but to be like, this is how. Because with that conscious awareness, with awareness is power, right? Mm-hmm. So then it creates more of a trust in yourself even more. Mm-hmm. Then it's not just like, oh wow, I'm blindly walking in this path. I love you. I'll see you later. And I love you all too. Like I'm blindly walking in this path, just trusting that everything is going to happen. Then you start to get exposed as you do trust in that path and walk. Mm-hmm. you do start to see and get exposure to some of the things that show you how there is still a mathematical equation, almost, if you will,
Mm.
to how that construct works. So, and then we can see it, but the human mind wants to see everything like, here's your invite and here's all the details. And with some things, it's just not that way, especially when we're talking about walking in faith and to something that's unseen, such as the future.
Right.
And like, but when you can get in alignment with what you've already seen, what you've already experienced, and you can multiply those things that we've ignored because we would rather focus on the other side of it, when we can get more comfortable with that and that power that we've run from instead of embraced, then we can start to learn to use those tools in such a way that you don't have to ever be scared again.
Mm-hmm.
You just move forward.
Yeah, and
So-
for memories, even the ones that you don't actually consciously remember, your mind records everything that you look at, every single thing that has ever entered your ears, everything that you have touched, felt, etc. And that's where we get a lot of intuition. It's our subconscious. It's what is already being recorded and recognized,
The
even
data
if not
that you
consciously.
might be ignoring.
Right.
So let's just get to the now of the now of the now that we're talking about. How have you been feeling this month before I pull these next two decks?
I feel like this month I've been coming up against a lot of things that like I haven't been paying attention to, or I have been ignoring. Or just like I have pushed down in certain ways because, I felt at the moment that there were more important things to worry about than how I felt about the situation, or than, what was going on with me with regards to that.
Yeah.
Or if I could handle it, or if I couldn't, there's there are a lot of things that I have, just pushed down because I felt that it was better to treat the situation differently,
Yes. All right. Well, the warrior that you are, you have things presented and you hold them to the light and you move forward best you can. So let's see what the divine has to say in these two piles. And I love the structure that each reading that I do, it's channeled. So each time the structure is different, but the structure of this one is completely different. Like even down to the shuffling of each deck individually. Oh. Yeah, that's it. I totally love this deck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Head in the clouds. The life of the party and eye to eye. So, this leg here, and so the divine is telling me to go ahead and move these here and do this one here because this one's going to be more. So this is balance. Doesn't mean having a basket of fruits on your head and walking.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Something huge that happens is people get a little too one side of their, like, oh cool, they start to go
Polarized.
Exactly, and then the boat starts to Titanic, right? So too heavy on this end, boom. that middle road is not just see the middle perspective, be like see both sides. It is some real shit, okay? So I can already feel what's going on. There's two. It's not two paths that you're meant to choose one or the other. It's about taking the middle road and merging a balance between the two. So this one's going to be more about like more methodical, more earthling. All right, pick 3. I know exactly what's going on in this reading. Full sign. Let's see. Kapow. Ooh. Wow. Okay, so that's like basically the tree of life, the like the Buddha tree there. That one's great. Eucalyptus. And ginkgo. Okay, so you have the memory, the support, the immune, that vitality, and that energy in the past. So let's see. And another thing, everyone out there, that's so beautiful, which I absolutely love about our monthly readings that I can't do with everyone, is Quinn is always so kind to help me find the cards whenever we have such cards as the ginkgo, the eucalyptus, the papal. We like to look up exactly what the energy of that element brings up so that we don't miss anything. Go ahead, Quinn. Let's just go ahead and shift to Quinn. Quinn's going to read these since you
Alright.
went ahead and looked.
So, for Papal, I'll go ahead and start reading. Enlightenment. The Papal gave a message. I am one of the world's most sacred trees, and in Buddhism, I symbolize the world tree. I can help you to achieve enlightenment by stilling your mind, helping you to live solely in the moment, and thereby freeing you from all suffering. And centuries ago, Hindus believed that the Pipal, also called the bow tree, was the sacred tree of Vishnu, the eternal divine being. Pipal is also the tree under which Buddha chose to meditate in his quest to release all sentient beings from suffering. The Pipal consequently became known as the Bodhi tree, or the tree of awakening. Legend has it that in the 3rd century BCE, a shoot from this original tree was taken to Anuradhapura in Sri Lanka, where it still thrives. Decoctions of powdered papal bark are used in Ayurveda to heal wounds and treat infections. And for right side up, the way it's appeared, set aside some time each day for meditation. Sit quietly and listen to the sounds around you so that you honor each moment. Practice mindfulness, in which you are aware of everything that you do from minute to minute.
All right. Okay, so with that being said, we will hold space for the fact that it is speaking about your highest potential, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holding a space for always knowing that that is what you are, and the story that you tell yourself otherwise is the notches kind of that reaches you there. Like all the different layers within that tree, how a tree has all those years and those little rings that indicate its wisdom, how long it's been around. You're already that. Hold space and just know you're a part of something bigger than just you, and the divine wants you to remember that your path does bring you still there. Enjoy the moment. You're a part of something big. It doesn't always feel easy, and responsibility can feel a little taunting sometimes, but it takes a lot of layers to get to that truth and to that enlightenment. So the eucalyptus is all about support for your, not just your energy body, but your physicality, right?
Right.
Support for the physical body. We need water. We need some sort of shelter so that we can get that nightly rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need, when we have signs that we're not, we're a little under the weather, maybe we need to start doing some teas, right? It's about being aware. This is about being aware of what your body needs. If your body wears out before you're able to do all the work that you're already divinely meant to do, and you haven't taken care of your body and it can't make the course with you, can't stay the course, that's a little bit of an issue, right? So it's about that balance. And then here we go with the mental. If you're not mentally stable, doesn't matter how physically fit you are, you can't stay the course to complete that your course, right? Your path.
Yeah.
This is about balance of them all.
Right. I'll go ahead and read what these say since I found them.
So go to the message part and just do the diva message and then jump right into if you drew this card. You don't have to read everything else.
Right, I gotcha. So eucalyptus is balance. The Deva message is, I am an ancient tree, but I have survived adapting to my environment. I can show you how to live wisely and honestly by establishing balance in your life and in your attitude to the people around you. Right way up, it is try to strike the right balance between overt enthusiasm and lack of interest. Throwing yourself headfirst into a new project seems exciting at the time, but could leave you with little room for maneuver later on.
All right. So then the ginkgo.
The ginkgo is memory. Ginkgo Deva message is, I offer a link to eternity. Look at my leaves and you will see the moment of my birth in the time before man. I am the silent witness of the past. I am the living memory of planet Earth. And the message is, have you forgotten something important? Perhaps it has slipped your mind because you subconsciously want to ignore it or because it challenges you. Think about what it might be, then take constructive action to address it.
Beautiful. Right. I love it. Okay, so will you flip the camera?
Sure.
Let's get a real good. I'm gonna draw it down here. So if you, my bad. If you can really just see here. Let me see how your camera. There we go. All right. So head in the clouds, life of the party, and eye to eye. We've got that like more innocent before you're consciously aware, right? You may not be so focused. You may be more focused on being popular versus being truthful. And then you get to this point where you're like, oh, I've learned a lot. I can really draw people in. I can get what I want. I just have to play this game. I have to put on this show. And then you come to this part of the path that's like, I'm going to level with myself. I'm who I am. And that's what it is. And people are not going to be the judge here. I'm going to live my life and I'm going to be okay with it. So this is its own little like journey within its own path. this is how the higher self, your inner self, has the journey. You're constantly being reminded, of course, like we were talking about earlier, when that your higher self pops up in times where you're like totally above my pay grade. I really appreciate it, but I'm not going to stay long enough for the hug. We just get those little pop-ins and we run off with it. Yeah, I can think we're a little bit grateful, but we don't stop and think about it long enough to even stay connected to, wow, that was really great. I was a hero, but I can't even fully take the credit because I know it wasn't fully just me, right? And then the eucalyptus. The body will tell you what it needs. If you wake up and you want cereal, go drink milk. The body will tell you what it needs. And then if you're like, no, I'm on a diet, I'm not eating. Daggum, go, if you're not going to eat the cereal, go take some vitamin C. Your body is craving something. The body will speak to you. And so keeping that connection, not just to your spiritual self, but to the body, and connecting to that is so important. And then we have the ginkgo, that mind. The mind cannot be solid and happy if you are allowing it to be remote controlled by other people, right? So this is the reminder that the only safe way for a healthy mind is to you be the owner. When many humans, and this is why this line is very very, very divinely guided. And this one is the path that takes to remember. So this ginkgo here is about feed your mind appropriately, just like you would feed your body that milk. If you were craving something, cheese or whatever, it might not just be about the cheese. There's a vitamin or a mineral that your body needs right now. This is how it's speaking to you. So this ginkgo is saying, if you don't feed your mind, you're allowing it to be fed by all these other external sources that are then controlling it. So this is very much pointing out your highest divine path, and then the path that it takes to get there. And holding space and gratitude for these memories, and understanding that both of those paths run kind of parallel to each other while joining up. It might be bigger, smaller. But that is the process. And this is going like this. And when you have a moment that you tap all the way into, you tap into the smell, you tap into how do you feel about it, you tap into the vision, the visual, you tap in, like all the aspects of it. Time travel then becomes reality, because then you can, that is a happy place. Then you can tap back into that memory. So what the divine is guiding you to is right now, no matter what you do, because you have been doing this potent work to support so many people that have no clue about even what we're doing. You know that, Quinn. You know that. Oh, so many people have no clue. But guess who does? The divine, the unseen. Yeah. So as you're doing this, just trust that as you are in the now, you're collecting valuable information and things that you need. So just keep moving forward. Everything is just a test to see how supportive, how much support, how you trust, how you can flow, and it's all good. And I love, do you see the shape that you have? Like, it all leads back to, it was about the experience.
Right.
Do you see how it's still? Do you see how this could go up and down?
Yeah.
How many memories do you have that were not very pleasant that you can remember like it was yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you had all those,
Yeah.
you had all the senses covered, right?
Yeah. Because, like, your emotions are linked to your memories. You know, so when you feel the strongest, you remember the most, and you tend to feel the strongest in situations which you don't like.
Yeah.
You know, situations that hurt you, and that, even to speak evolutionarily, you know, it's to teach you, okay, we have done something that has hurt us. How can we grow from this, right? It's meant to keep that memory in mind so that, like, this is a point where we're growing from. This is something that we can learn not to make this mistake again. Even, you know, if it's something like physical injury, right? Like you got physically injured. Well, this is a memory of how you got physically injured. How can you avoid this in the future? You know, how can you, like, even if it's something that you're going to do again, like whatever you did that you got injured, you're going to do it more carefully. You're going to do it differently next time so that you don't get injured.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why this exists. And when I said, like, parallel, they are, except for they're also conjoined. And if you can just, this is the experience part, but they're still gonna meet up.
Right.
They're always, everything was designed to meet that up. But if you started here, this would have been denied, therefore this could not be experienced in its truth. This had to be experienced for this to, awareness to be that this always existed.
Right.
And so that is that cycle. And you're on it. We're all on it. But it does end. And we choose more than we think. More than we think.
And I think there is a lot in, you know, what the Ginkgo was saying about memory and about, like, you know, how we can ignore certain memories or we can push them down because they represent something that challenges us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, there's a lot that we build into our self-identity. You know, whether it's patterns and routines or it's just like, I am this way.
Yeah.
You know, that when something challenges that, when something says, hold on, you don't have to be this way all the time. You know, or like, maybe you're going a bit far with this, you know. It can be hard to turn around and be like, you know what, you're right. Maybe I am going a bit far, or maybe I, you know, do need to reconsider this. Maybe this isn't entirely me, you know, or this doesn't have to be everything there is to me. There can be more to me. I can be more multidimensional than this, you know.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I just got a picture, a vision in my head of it. I can't even say people, but like there was just cards presented, almost like playing like your hand, playing your hand like against something else. And also at the same time I'm laughing because we're not ever, it's never against, it's always with. So what I saw was like almost like instead of like getting a pot, just the cards just all poofed away. The point being that vision that I saw, and it was almost like a comic strip vision, points to that it's not about, we're programmed to this structure. Our football team, we have this team against that team, who's gonna win. Our government here, it's this side or that side, we're divided, it's like against the comic strip, that vision that I got, this whole lane, this whole process of awareness here is about that it's not about a winning hand. You are that winning hand. You started as a winning hand. And then life started molding you into something else. That's what this perfect stream is about. Your body is self-healing, self-regulating. You don't have to tell your freaking heart to pump. You don't have to tell it to pump blood throughout every cell equally. You don't have to tell yourself to breathe. You don't have to remind yourself to breathe while you're sleeping. Like your brain, it just, now that part, this is where we've been a lot lied to, because this is what's been the very most affected. The body still reacts regularly to if someone's saying something with their mouth, and yet our energy is picking up on something that we might not consciously be aware of, but we're like, something don't match up here. That's our intuition. So that body's still perceiving truth. The mind is what's been manipulated. This part still golden. We still have that, our higher self. It's so golden it doesn't have to even fight for it. It's just like, I'm here. I pop in and make miracles when needed, whenever you're ready to become and actually remember that you were already me. Cool, I'll be right here waiting. But the ginkgo, this part is reminding us that the only thing you got that you have as a contender or worry is what you might have left over, some scars from this path, from this journey. And that is why that healing path is so important, because otherwise we carry that over into our perfection.
Right.
And that's why this, write down both of them, is so perfect. And that's actually what we're meant to do right there. We're meant to be aware while still going through, chop wood, carry water before and after enlightenment. Still going to be doing it. We don't become aware and be like, oh, no, I'm only going to do this.
Right.
No, right here. Knowing that no matter whether you're here, you're always and always have and always will be here. This is something we are so powerful we learned how to do, to go back and actually have experiences, to experience in physicality what we've already done.
Right.
So this is just the time travel of, okay, now I am more responsible as a creator now that I fully understand this, and I have merged it together. Great. Less Star Wars. Yay! All right, cool. So that is your reading for today.
Awesome.
Of the month's collective, and this is quite a jump from last month, which last month did tell you to be ready, didn't it? Last month was like, you're doing it, you need to stir some stuff up a little bit, and here we go. So here it is. But the divine is definitely saying, look, this is what happens. People get in a squeeze and they start squirming. You got everything set how it's meant to be. Just keep experiencing. Just keep going. Don't even doubt it. You got it all. You're doing it. You are a valuable commodity to yourself and to what we're all doing. Don't fret. Keep moving. You're doing it and keep enjoying the experiences.
All right.
Beautiful. How did it resonate with you?
I think it resonated very well.
I just was tickled pink with the structure of it all.
Right? All right.
All right. Well, thank you all so much, and we will see you next month. All right, for our next month update, energy update. Namaste, and we'll see you.
Namaste.
All right. All right. Let's see what we got, brother.